Yo, I was watching some shit yesterday and it fucked me up, right? It was trans women versus women. And they was talking and discussing different things and I just want to say this first of all. A trans woman, a man can never be a woman, bro. I don't care what you feel, what you think you feel, uh what kind of surgeries you do, uh, how much you get yourself to look like a woman or feel like a woman. You're not a woman. And I used to talk to somebody about like stuff like this. Like I didn't even realize that I've been through a situation with a trans man. I'm from somewhere like either you like, we just say like nigga a fag, or I was teasing him. I was calling him a lady boy, like, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't understand. At the time, I didn't realize or even care to realize that, oh shit, this used to be a woman. And she actually went through the surgeries to become a man, right? Um, and while it is a real thing, like you got people out here really feeling and believing that they are something else. And this is a regular, I'm sure as it looks like a man when it was a woman, you got a regular 9 to 5, ain't paying you much. You won't come from no money. It's a regular motherfucker. And you went out your way. You probably spent all of the money or got funding. I think they do that too. Like I think they some type of insurance covers certain shit, or I guess cover certain medications or hormone pills, whatever. But you went all the way out your way to become a man, right? So I didn't even realize in that moment that I was dealing with a trans man. And what I seen when I was watching what I was watching was the not admiration, but more so it felt like envy, almost like, because they know they're not women. Like as much as they was putting it on, like, I'm a woman, blah, blah, blah. When you stand next to another woman that, damn, I could never be her. I think it really is a reminder, like, yo, no matter how much I do and how far I go with this shit, surgeries and pills and all this shit that I'm taking, I can never be that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like anything else. Like certain dudes just realize sometimes, like, damn, I can never be a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, any other type of situation, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, no matter how hard I try, like a Tekashi 6ix9ine, like he be admiring street dudes, and I know he realized that's why he be so frustrated. He realized, damn, I can never be a real guy, a real man. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm looking at that shit, man, and I'm just like disgusted. They dressing like women, they acting like women, they body language, they mannerisms and everything like that. But then something dawned on me, like, what if, and this is really like, this is just I'm speculating. What if, and this is, and if this does have any truth to it, this is why I say people don't understand the level, like how big of a responsibility it is, and like I said in other videos, just because you could do some shit don't mean you should. People don't realize how big of a responsibility, how much goes into having a baby. Because I'll be the first to say, I was one of them dudes that I thought that you had sex, you release into the woman, and 9 months later it's a baby. Of course, other things happen, you know, throughout the 9 months and things like that. But just like somebody that didn't know a lot, about anything, didn't know a little bit about anything. My cousin just called me the other day and told me her teeth was coming out when she was pregnant with her daughter because she was lacking in, I don't know, calcium or iron or whatever. It's things that I didn't know as a man. It's it's so much that goes into it that we don't even know. We so ignorant. You know what I'm saying? And we so fucking stupid. We think we got dicks so we could just make babies, or women they feel like is women that feel like they got vaginas so they could just spread their legs and just have a baby because it's cute. You know what I'm saying? And it's small and all that kind of shit, right? So I'm sitting there thinking like, yo, why do they think like that? Why do trans men think like that? Why do trans women think like that? And then it dawned on me like, because I heard this shit somewhere before, right? A few times, like men are lacking in testosterone. Women are having more testosterone and lacking in estrogen. A lot of men have a lot of estrogen when they should have testosterone. That's why you got niggas with all types of shit, man titties. They more like women, like, you know what I mean? They more sensitive. They more feisty, like all types of shit. I don't know all of the different things that I don't know all of the different results of, you know, being high in estrogen as opposed to being high in testosterone. So then I said, damn, that's crazy. I said, what if when people are having babies, making babies, that's what it is. The mom and the dad it was the imbalance. You know what I'm saying? With the mom and the dad. And then you get into all the biology and the chromosomes and all that kind of shit. Not justifying these people behavior, because again, you're never going to be accepted in society. America, this country is really, really old fashioned. And again, sports, bathrooms, all, it's not going to, listen, just how black people had to go through racism and we still going through it, but we went through something called segregation and we couldn't drink from water fountains and we couldn't use certain bathrooms, we couldn't eat in certain restaurants. Y'all got to go through the same, I'm sorry, y'all going to have to go through the same shit. It might not be as intense as it was back then, but y'all going to have to go through the same shit. Y'all going to be singled out, y'all going to be segregated against. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all trying to play sports with women. Y'all trying to go in women's bathrooms. It was, bro. So I'm like, damn, maybe that's what's happening. Again, not justifying it, but these people are really being born into the world, really believing that. Because you hear people, I used to hear dykes like, yo, man, I felt like I was a nigga since day one. The chick on the thing I was watching was like, I felt like a woman since day one. So what do you tell somebody that felt like a woman, felt like I was something else since day one? These people might really be feeling like that because there might be some type of imbalance going on. Chromosomes and I know something back in the day, they used to talk about hermaphrodites. Niggas born with a P and a D. You get what I'm saying? But again, not justifying it, but this is why it's so important for people to be okay them individually. As a man, have your testosterone levels up. Go get that checked out, bro. Go do what you need to. As a woman, have your estrogen. You know, that's where we got these masculine women out here now. They got more testosterone than they got estrogen. And y'all going out here and y'all making these babies and shit. And something's getting fucked up. Something going haywire when y'all reproducing, y'all procreating. Y'all, like, I was even saying like, yo, it wasn't none of this. Why is this shit so, and people would think like, why is this shit so new? Why is it new? Where did this shit come from? I feel like it is a new thing. It's some hybrid shit. Because even if you look back into history or you look back into the indigenous people and, you know, like our ancestors and shit like that, bro, it wasn't no fucking hermaphrodites. It wasn't trans women and trans men. Not that I know, because I wasn't there, but you don't hear about that type of shit. You don't even hear about a lot of gay people back in the day. Because niggas, the diet, the lifestyle, people was hunting their own food, killing their own food. You feel what I'm saying? It wasn't all of these hormones and all of these chemicals and shit in the food. You feel what I'm saying? So men was men. Men was manly men, and women was women. Now they got all this shit in the food, and these niggas out here growing titties and not on their own, just having too much estrogen. And like I said, it's the diet, it's the lifestyle. And y'all integrating and having kids and shit like that. And y'all creating this shit. They not really wrong. For like, they telling their truth. Y'all felt like a woman. I feel like a woman. I feel like a man. I feel like I'm in the wrong body. That's because something fucking happened when your mom and dad fucking had you. They was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but I had a situation with a trans man, and a lot of men, a lot of women that's trying to become men, you'll never be a man. You will never be a man. I don't give a fuck. You can get the biggest dildo, the biggest toy, whatever you want to do. You can eat pussy the best. You will never be a man. And this woman that's a man now, this lady boy, was in competition with me, and I didn't even know it. I wasn't even paying this bitch no mind. So much so she got her ass cussed the fuck out. She was about to get her head knocked off her shoulders. Mind you, I had no indication that this was a woman. It looked straight like a nigga, straight like a man, black boy, beard and all that shit, bro. I'm ready to go at this nigga. I'm treating him like a man. Yo, come outside, nigga. Fuck this job. Fuck this job, nigga. Come outside so I can treat you. Nigga, man, that shit went on, bro. Somebody pulled me to the side like, yo, bro, if I tell you this shit can't go nowhere else but right here, bro. Yo, that was a girl. Fuck me up. And this is my thing, bro. I don't care who trying to be what. This is my problem with the Gipper community, the flame community, right? First of all, y'all is aggressive, right? With all this shit. And again, y'all expect people to his and hers and me and he, him and her, she and all that shit. Bro, niggas ain't subscribing to that shit, bro. You see a woman, you a woman. You see a man, you a man. Again, it's America, bro. And it's like y'all want to cry and whine about it. Like I said, bro, black people had to go through segregation. And I'm sure black people cried and whined about it. But guess what? They had to go through it. They had to go through it. Y'all something new. Y'all got to go through this shit. So whereas though society start accepting it or trying to warm up to it, if ever, it may not ever happen. We had a Martin Luther King. We had a Malcolm X. Y'all might need somebody that's going, you feel what I'm saying? Or y'all may never get that. And y'all got to just be okay with it. Because if you're being true to yourself, it shouldn't matter who accepts you. It shouldn't matter if or when. Fuck them. You feel what I'm saying? But my whole thing be, these trans women, bro, they be trying to be women, even like little faggot, like little gay niggas like that I see, or I know of, or shit like that, went to school with. They be trying to outdo the women. They be trying to be more women than the women be trying. Like, it's too much, bro. You ain't had to go through no period. You ain't had to go through the things that women go through just growing up as women, just being women. So how you gonna just come in and just be able to pick some shit you want to do, or be able to, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me. So yeah, like I don't like that. Even with the gay girls and shit like that, the dykes, trans men. You know what I mean? They all different, whatever categories, I guess. I don't give a fuck, bro. The dykes, the trans men, they be trying to be dudes more than dudes. They be trying to compete. You cannot compete with me, sis. Bro, you cannot compete with her. That is a real woman. I don't even care if they go and they create you a vagina. You cannot get a period. You don't have a uterus. You cannot have no babies. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that shit just, man, it's wild, bro. It really is. Like, it's wild when you see, and then they want the same respect and they want to be accepted. And it's just, you got, I mean, that's what I said, bro. No matter what, I always try to look at both sides and be fair. And these people was born like this. You know what I'm saying? It started somewhere, bro. You gotta get to the root. It's somebody's fucking fault, bro. Your mom and your dad, bro. I really, really think that that's the answer. I don't think spiritually you just come here and you just like, the creator made me question everything. And I don't think it's that, bro. I think that it's something with the estrogen and the testosterone and these people that's making these babies. They already fucked up. They already have an imbalance. Shit is off. And this is what you get. You get these type of people that really, like, their biology, like their mind, their brain, all that, whatever, is telling them that they are women or that they are men. Our ancestors wasn't going through this shit, bro. Because again, it's the food, the lifestyle, the diet. You know what I'm saying? All the chemicals and all this shit that they got in the food is throwing niggas off and it's throwing women off. But like I said, yeah, man, that shit, man, we gotta, I don't know. That shit wild, bro. A man can never be a woman can never be a man. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I don't care, like, what you feel inside. You not a woman, bro. You not a man. That shit crazy, bro.